Here are 8 quick tips on how to make the most out of your self-tape session. I'm Kaz from Line Runner Tapes. Let's go. So my first tip is be on time or even be early. Make sure you allot enough time to park and walk over. That way you can be relaxed for your self-tape session. When you get an audition, start thinking of when you want to schedule your self-tape session. And think of scheduling a bit early, right? What I mean by that is if your audition is due on Friday at 4, don't wait till Thursday evening to schedule for Friday because your self-tape place may not have any space available. That ends up being stressful for you, right? So you want to minimize that as much as possible. The other reason why you shouldn't do that is because if you turn in your audition very at the last minute and casting already has some really solid self-tapes, your audition has to work that much harder to get into the callback batch or group, right? So there are 2 benefits to scheduling early. One is it's less stressful for you, and secondly, there's more of a probability of your audition getting a callback. Next is know your lines. I know that sounds a bit elementary, but the more work you do outside of your self-tape session, the better it is, because that way you can elevate the audition through coaching with your self-tape, right? But if you don't even know your lines or you're kind of like worried about the lines, you're not able to just be an artist and have fun and relax and just be the character. So make sure you try to be as off book as possible. Yes? Okay. Number 4 is one of my favorites, and I think is something that I hope every single actor does. And that is, make sure when you read the instructions, know what they want in the slate. They get very, very specific as to what they want the slate to look like. So make sure you know what they want in the slate, what kind of information. You can even write it down on your sides, put a little note on the side or even in the back. Do they want your name? Do they want your location, your height? All that information. That way you're not looking for it in your session, because you want to spend your time in your session doing what you love, which is acting, and not looking for information in the slate. The other thing is make sure you know what framing they want for the slate as well. Do they want it to be a tight shot with some information? They want a full body after that? Do they want a full body before? Again, all of that information is in the instructions. You can just write that down in the back of your sides. It makes everything so much easier. Now, when you print out sides, I strongly recommend you use single side copies. Now, I want to save the earth as much as you do, but when you do double-sided and you are doing a scene and there's a lot going on, there's times that it's hard to follow and not get confused when it is double-sided. So if you don't want to get tripped up with your sides, or if you don't want your reader to get tripped up and sort of mess up an awesome take, because if you're using your sides, you're sort of like go to it and you're like, oh man, I fucked up. Make sure you print your sides single-sided and not double-sided. Next up is just be camera ready. You want to make sure you look your best, but using your time in the session to sort of put on makeup, it's happened a lot, is not the best use of your time that you have, paid for. You want to make sure that you're spending your time acting and trying to get the best takes for your audition. And last but not least, when you leave your self-tape session, let it go. Go do something for yourself. Go have some fun. Do something for your own life. You've already done the work in the session. Now let it go. This is Kaz with Line Runner Tapes. Keep breaking legs.